wanted to hear. Great crowd tonight. And I'm obviously Dennis Cohn, father of the bride. And so I'd like to extend a warm welcome to everyone. And I'd like to thank my wife, Hope, and Julie Carbonella for putting this whole event together. They were quite remarkable, a force to be reckoned with. We had a wonderful experience going through this whole process together, and we couldn't be more pleased to have them as our new in-laws. So I'd like to recognize Paul's grandma, Ellie. She's 92 years old. She is really and wonderful. Don't miss her. Ellie, I don't know where you're sitting, but thank you for being here tonight. Okay. So there's a lot of love here tonight, and all our families and friends are here. I have 25 nephews and nieces here tonight. And Paul, as a single child, I don't think you ever imagined you would have this many cousins. But you do, and they're going to love you because you're a great guy. So let me talk a little bit about Paul. Paul is a modern-day Renaissance man. And who doesn't like this guy? I have yet to run into anybody who doesn't like this guy, Paul. He's a good-looking dude. He's handsome tonight, black tie. Paul is the friendliest, most sociable gentleman you will ever meet. He accepts people. He talks to people. He has class. That's all I can tell you. He's a classy guy. So one of the things I like about Paul is intellectually curious, and he's adventurous. Paul will try new things. All you gotta do is ask him. What did I write down here? You wanna go bear hunting tonight? Skydiving? Hike the Amazon? Make a suggestion, Paul is all in. He's a talented artist. He does abstract ink blot art, and he paints too. He does minimalist landscapes, which are very cool, and he can draw really well. He drew a map so detailed I couldn't believe he drew it. It is a map of ancient northern Italy and France in the time of the Romans, I kid you not. A remarkably detailed work of art requiring serious dedication and patience. I don't have that kind of patience, but I was really impressed. I couldn't believe he did it. So here's the other thing I love about Paul. Paul can cook. Now, my brother-in-law is a culinary extremist over there. This guy is a culinary extremist. Paul will spend hours putting a meal together. He tears the kitchen to shreds. Pots, pans, utensils, ingredients everywhere. A big mess. All in the pursuit of great food and the joy of feeding people he loves. He puts his whole heart into it with eclectic, interesting food. Whether he's serving tiki marsala, Korean bulgogi, or beef bourguignon, he's all in. He cooks wonderful, delicious food. He has a broad palate, but he eats Cocoa Puffs. So here's another thing about Paul. I don't know if you know this, but Paul carries a razor blade in his pocket at all times. Now, he's not a street fighter, but Paul can literally grow a full beard in 3 days. He stayed at my house for a weekend, and I couldn't believe it. He's like a human chia pet. You can watch his beard grow in real time. I'm not kidding. But grown in, it is a thing of beauty. Now, Julie, I think you put coffee in his baby formula. Because this guy likes to brew. He drinks coffee in every imaginable form, all day long. Lattes, espressos, cappuccinos, cold brew, you name it, he's brewing it. Is there a connection to the beard? I don't know. But if you got a wispy beard like mine, try a caffeine overdose. You just might wake up with a mighty nest on your face. That's all I can say. Now, Big Paul and Julie, I don't know if you're aware of this, but Paul has apparently been learning to fly airplanes. This is true. He started with flight simulators, but he actually flew a real plane as well. Now, I've been with the dude in a car. I'm like, Paulie, which way are we going? So, I don't know, flying? I just told Julie he's planning to take you up and away, not me. Okay. So, one more thing about Paul. He knows a little bit about a lot of things. Paul reads books. A millennial that actually reads. Who knew? So, Paul has a great sense of humor, and I'm thankful for that right now. He's a wonderful, interesting guy, and I'm so happy to have you as my son-in-law, Paul. And now for the apple of my eye, my lovely daughter, Abigail Kathleen. I've always called her the beautiful child. She's always been one of the great bright lights of my life. And she's brought me great joy since she was born. As a child, she was so carefree. She was always smiling and happy. One of our neighbors called her Little Miss Murray Sunshine, and it was a perfect description of her as a little girl. She had beautiful ashy blonde hair, a constant smile with an innocent demeanor, often with a look of wonder on her face. I worked afternoons at that time, and I would watch my kids in the morning hours. We would spin, laugh, and dance to the Doors' greatest hits, Nate, Abby, and I, rolling around and wrestling on the floors, just laughing and having a great time. One day, Abby was around 13 years old, and we were driving in my car. And the Doors' Roadhouse Blues came on the radio. And she turned at me and she looked and she said, "You know, I know this song, Dad." I said, "You know, you should. You heard it many times when you were a little girl." So she looked at me in that brain-churning Abby way, eyes squinted, head cocked, gears turning. And if you know Abby, you know that expression. Now, Abby is a multi-instrumentalist with perfect pitch. She can literally sing any note out of her head. And if you play a note on the piano, she can tell you what note it is. Only 1 in 10,000 people have this ability. She's a very talented piano player, and she can also play guitar and ukulele, and she plays for the children that she treats in speech therapy, and I think that's just a wonderful thing. So Abby dated Paul as she finished grad school. And after grad school, she was disillusioned with the job she found in New Jersey. So she decided that she was going to move to Boston for a great job opportunity. And after a short time, Abby told us Paul was moving to Boston to be with her. And they missed and needed one another, it seemed. And I got the feeling at that time that Paul was trying to find his footing too. So there was a little bit of a commonality there. Well, here was the amazing thing about the two of them. When they joined forces, their worlds aligned. It was a remarkable thing to witness. Together, they lifted one another up. He got Abby to join the gym with him, and together they went regularly. Abby tried Pilates, and she loved it very much. And he cooks for them, and they got them eating better. In a short time, they improved their physical and mental fitness, and both were brand new people. So positive and happy. So folks, take a look at them. Two shining beams of light. So Abby and Paul, you know I'm a kind of a philosophical guy, so never forget what your union brought you. You're an amazing couple. Such a pleasure to spend time with. And I know that I speak for Hope, myself, and Paul's parents when I tell you how proud we are of you both. We love you and wish you a long, happy life together. So, be optimistic dreamers, not worriers. Be creative, not laborious. Be planners, not procrastinators. Be kind, and share your God-given gifts with the world. And love and respect one another, and never take for granted love's power. Abigail, what a great gift you have been to me. Watching you grow up and walking you down the aisle to this wonderful life with Paul has been my greatest honor. And what a great gift you have given us by choosing Paul to be your husband. God bless you both, and may your children twinkle and glow like shining stars in the nighttime sky. We love you very much. Congratulations.